There are many advantages that come with investing in real estate, including generational wealth with rising property values known as property appreciation, writing off your loan interest and property taxes, building equity by paying down your loan known as principal paydown, and hedging your assets against inflation. In addition to all the benefits I just mentioned, real estate can also provide secure ongoing passive income for retirement and incredible tax benefits. In this video, I'm going to discuss buying a turnkey rental property, exactly what that entails, as well as some of the pros and cons to buying a turnkey investment property. By the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We cover all things finance and real estate. And if you're enjoying the video so far, do me a favor and tap that like button. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. You may be wondering, what is a turnkey property? Alright, Joe it all. So a turnkey property is an investment property that's ready to roll. Purchase it, insert the key in the door, turn the key, and behind the door you should find a property that's move-in ready. A turnkey property has already been renovated, so there's not much for you to do but find a renter, and in some cases there's already a renter in place. One of the more popular and time-tested ways of creating passive income through real estate investing is to buy a property and rent it out. However, there's often a lot of work that goes into identifying a good property and then making a property rent ready. For example, there may be major renovations to perform, repairs that need to be made, and possibly even tenants to evict, but the idea of a turnkey property is to avoid most of these headaches. For myself, I actually bought a duplex last year that was a turnkey property. The investor took this property down to framing and bare studs. Arguably, it was closer to being new construction instead of a renovated property due to the extent of work done to the property. So when I purchased this property, it came with a brand new roof, brand new plumbing, electrical, flooring, cabinets, central AC and heating. I mean, this thing was redone completely. Now for myself, I decided to go this route because I personally didn't want to deal with any major issues, and it felt good knowing that because most of the home's major systems are new, it should be a while before any major repairs are needed. So if you're wondering why turnkey properties are a good idea, the best thing about a turnkey property is that you won't need to make any repairs or perform any major renovations in order to make the property move-in ready. I mean, it's been prepared to the point that all you need to do is show up and turn the key, which is why it's called a turnkey property. So essentially, guys, the property is ready to go with little to no work required on the actual property itself before renting it out. Now I'm going to discuss why turnkey properties are a bad idea. Alright, so we've discussed some of the positive things associated with buying a turnkey property. Let's discuss some of the cons. Anytime you outsource work in an effort to someone else, you give up control and end up paying more. When you buy a turnkey property, the original property usually has been renovated and then sold to you. So most likely paying top market value for the renovated property. Also, if there's a tenant already in place, then you're inheriting that tenant and have not done the screening yourself. And to be honest, that could be good or bad depending on how you look at it. If you're concerned with saving money and finding the best price for a rental property, then buying turnkey really doesn't offer those benefits unless you get extremely lucky. If your goal is to squeeze the maximum returns out of the property and you'd rather force appreciation or add value yourself by doing the renovation. However, going that route means managing construction and rehab, from which can be a headache and time consuming, which might go counter to the reason you're looking for a turnkey property in the first place. In recent years, some advancements have been made in how properties are found, vetted, and purchased. If you haven't considered investing in an out-of-state property before, you may find that's a great way to get a better return on your investment and achieve better diversification. Alright, so when it comes to turnkey properties, out-of-state platforms like Roofstock also mitigate your risk by offering a 30-day refund guarantee. On top of that, if you buy a vacant home, they guarantee that a tenant will sign a new lease within 45 days, or they'll cover your rent for up to a year. I mean, that's not bad. Quick disclaimer, I have not purchased a property out of state through Roofstock, but I have checked out their platform, and it really is a one-stop shop. With Roofstock, you can research a variety of properties in different markets, and the website provides a ton of financial analysis and various tools to help you make the best decision for your circumstances. And I bring this up because if you live in an expensive market like I do, Los Angeles, California, and you're in a situation in which you're looking to buy out of state in more affordable markets, using a platform such as Roofstock could be beneficial. All this promotion I'm doing, you guys would think they're sponsoring this video. But I assure you, Roofstock is not sponsoring this video, but you never know, maybe one day. Anyway, when I've gone on Roofstock, I've seen properties from $50,000 to $100,000 price range, which is hard to find in some markets such as mine. Now, of course, with anything, you have to weigh the pros and cons of investing out of state, and if you do, it's best to have a great property manager that you can rely on to handle tenants and anything else related to the upkeep of your rental investment. Now, I actually have two friends who live here in Los Angeles but have been investing in Detroit, Michigan the last couple years. And I have to say, they've been doing quite well for themselves. Luckily for them, they have family in Detroit, estate, and they also have the flexibility to travel back and forth frequently, and they are quite handy themselves. They save a ton of money not having to hire contracts for most of the repairs they do, and they're able to build that sweat equity. Literally, it's what it sounds like. Sweat, you increase the value of your property by renovating and adding value. Now what my friends are doing is different from the main topic of this video, but as I discussed earlier in the video, they are buying distressed properties that need some work and doing most of the repairs themselves, and once it's done, the property is considered turnkey and they rent it out. So my conclusion is, like any other real estate asset, a turnkey rental property can be easily acquired, and the process is similar to purchasing your own primary residence. Many real estate investment companies are available that specialize in restoring older distressed properties and also provide management financial services to investors, which minimize the efforts of the buyers to convert the property into a rental. So there you guys have it. What is a turnkey rental property, as well as some of the pros and cons of buying a turnkey rental. If you found value in this video, do me a favor and tap that like button, share it with others. It really helps to support and grow the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, as I'm posting valuable new content multiple times a week. Thanks again for watching, and until next time.